Only 1 year after my Game of Thrones seasons 1 through 6 review, and 1 year after Game of Thrones season 7 has wrapped, and 67 days before Game of Thrones season 8, which is the final season, happens, I'm reviewing season 7 of Game of Thrones. Let's do this!
This is the intro, bitch! So, just watch my shit!
That's what I'm talking about today, Game of Thrones season 7. 7. So let's get the big elephant out of the way. Yes, it's been a long time since I posted a video. Almost a year. Fuck you. I've been busy. Season 7 has only 6 episodes, but they're longer episodes. It's weird because they have the same budget as all 10 episodes. It feels like HBO is trying to end the show as quickly as possible because they want to get new shit out there. HBO, don't fucking do that. What the fuck's wrong with you? People love your show. Don't be greedy little bitches. You're not EA. Fuckers. But apparently they don't listen to anyone because next season, the last season, literally everything that is supposed to end the series is only 6 episodes. But most of them are an hour 20. The first 2 episodes are only an hour, and the last 4 episodes are an hour 20. And the only episode in the series that has been an hour 20 is the final episode of Season 7. I'm going to try to get to every single plot point. I'm not going to get to every single plot point. If I did that, this video would be too goddamn long, and this intro is too goddamn long. And also, spoilers ahead, Season 7, Game of Thrones, let's fucking do this. That's 7. I'm a fucking loser. Of the series is actually one of my favorite things because it really just sets up the tone for this season. Arya is imitating Walder Frey, or I just call him Filch because it's the guy who plays Filch in Harry Potter. She's imitating Filch, you know, like, oh, hey, we did the Red Wedding, we did all that, y'all need a celebration, hey, good on you, I'm going to give you all a hand. By the way, that wine's poisoned. Yeah, she poisoned their wine. They're like spitting up blood and everything. And she takes off her mask and looks at this like dumb maid bitch. You go tell your people the North remembers. The Starks will never forget. Y'all are fucked. Arya is like a weapon. She really is. That girl is a 90-pound weapon and it's awesome. So Sansa and Jon are having a meeting at Winterfell in front of all their people. And Sansa really challenges Jon's orders. This isn't like a woman-men thing. This is a superiority thing. In the rules of Game of Thrones, in the rules of really anything, rulers, the person who's in charge needs to seem like the dominant force and in charge of their clan. And if you challenge their orders right in front of them, that's fucked up. You don't do that. That's why Sansa is such a fucking bitch. Jon leaves to go to Dragonstone because Samwell finds out that there is dragon glass under Dragonstone. Like the whole underside of Dragonstone is dragon glass. Dragon glass is the only thing that can kill White Walkers. It's the only thing that we know of, like, as a weapon. Fire kills them. We got some dragons. But you can't rely on dragons all the time. You gotta fight the fuckers. And then we cut to Cersei and Jaime in King's Landing. And here's the thing. They have no more friends left. They have fucked over everyone that they can, and now on all sides, they're surrounded by people who want them dead. They rule through fear, and eventually, they will fight back. It's like that scene in Fast 5 where the douchebag guy was talking about how the Portuguese ruled over Brazil. They gave them things that they needed. They gave them running water. They gave them schools for their kids, things like that. When he wanted something from them, when they needed them to obey, he took those things away. That is a really good idea. I mean, it's sad that I know things like that, like how to actually topple an empire, but it's true. That's really it. When you have nothing left to live for, there is no reason not to fight back. And people who are ruled over by fear will eventually fight back. That is just a fact. There's an Ed Sheeran cameo. It's a random Ed Sheeran cameo, and it feels random and really out of place. So when Dany arrives at Dragonstone, she needs Grey Worm and the Unsullied Army to go to... I can't remember. I think it's Casterly Rock. And they go in there, they fight. Before they even leave, Grey Worm and Missandei, or whatever, Missandei, whatever, the hot black chick with the afro, they have sex. But how? The Unsullied Army have no dicks. If Jaime gets a metal hand, put a metal dick on Grey Worm. I mean, lesbians use strap-ons all the time. Still, the scene was fucking weird. So Samuel, after being treated like shit by the Maesters, he sees Jorah, and Jorah is just covered in grayscale. It's all up his arm, it's all over his torso. The dude's gonna die in like a year. He's fucked. Sam reads in a book that you can actually cure grayscale by cutting it off. He just chops his skin off. Have you ever chopped your skin off? No? Have you ever had like a scab when you were 8 years old? You know, you fall off your bike, you're like, ah shit, gravel on my arm. And then you take that gravel out and it's all like gooey and like shit. Yeah, it's like that, but like 50% of your fucking body. He survives, and then he goes back to Daenerys, who ultimately is like, hey, yeah, cool, you can fight with me, but you're still totally fucking friend zoned. Poor Jorah, man. He's forever in the friend zone. That dude needs some pussy. And at one point, Sansa does meet with Bran, and Bran's basically a robot because his mind is basically fried from being the three-eyed raven. All the information ever is inside his mind, so he's kind of a robot, and it's fucking stupid. And also, Arya shows up at Winterfell, finds Sansa, meets with Bran, gets a dagger. There's a slight detour where they kill Littlefinger. Arya and Sansa's story in this season do not, for the most part, fucking matter. I mean, it matters in the sense that they kill Littlefinger, but that's it. After this point, I am not talking about Arya and Sansa because I do not like their fucking story. They just bicker and bitch the whole time like a couple fucking bitches. It's like, just shut up. You got a war. You got dead people coming. Save the shit for later. So the Iron Bank is coming after the Lannisters hard. So Cersei's like, oh shit, we need money. By the way, Granny Tyrell needs to be taken care of and they got a fuck ton of money. Well, let's just go kill him. So she sends Jaime to Granny Tyrell. He busts in there, they kill everyone, and he gives Granny Tyrell poison and takes all her shit. But before he takes her shit, she drinks the poison, and she's like, man, it must have sucked to watch Joffrey die, you know, foaming at the mouth, clutching, breathing for air, eyes and blood, all that fucking shit. That wasn't at all what I intended. And Jaime has this look on his face like, you bitch, like, you killed Joffrey. And she's like, yeah, I killed Joffrey. By the way, tell Cersei, I want her to know that it was me. That's fucked up. Dany shows up on her dragons, and she fucks shit up. And the whole thing is, before she fucks shit up, you see the Dothraki come in right at the Lannisters, and as Robert Baratheon said,
only a fool would meet the Dothraki in an open field.
Tyrion goes to meet Jaime in the Dragon Dungeon. It's all about trying to find peace. You know, we need to fix this situation. And also, that scene is really just, it's tense, because the last time Jaime saw Tyrion, he was getting Tyrion out of jail, but Tyrion killed his dad. That's fucked up. You know, you don't know if you want to see this guy. But the only reason we get Tyrion in King's Landing is so Gendry can come back and fan service the whole show. And he has his hammer from the book, and that's cool. Jon has the bright idea that in order to get Cersei to trust him to help them fight the White Walkers, they need to go beyond the wall and get a live White Walker. I use quotations because they're not dead, but they're not alive. You know what I mean? They need one that's still moving, because anyone can dig up a corpse, right? So Jon, Tormund, the Hound, Beric Dondarrion, Gendry, and 5 red shirts go beyond the wall to get a live White Walker. And in all honesty, this episode, best episode of the season. It really fucking is. It's amazing. But while they're beyond the wall, a couple things happen. One, a zombie bear attacks them and kills 3 of the red shirts. We got 2 more left. They got their White Walker. Now they need to get out of there. And like every single White Walker comes at them. They are stuck on this little island, and the White Walkers surround the whole thing. So really, they're fucked on all sides. Before that, Gendry ran off with his super speed to send a raven to Dany so Dany could come and save their ass. Hound has the bright idea to throw this big ass rock across the lake. That's a fucking mistake. And here's why. The White Walkers see this and they're like, oh shit, that's not water, that's land. I can walk on that. Big epic ass battle just starts, and it's insane, really. It's just shit looks bad for Jon and crew. Tormund almost dies Walking Dead style. But the difference between this show and Walking Dead is it looks like this show is actually going to kill him. You know, when it happens on Walking Dead, you're like, he's going to be fine. 3 seconds later, yeah, see, told you, he's fine. My parents hate it when I do that because they know I'm right. And just when it looks like all shit is lost for John, Tormund, and all them, Dany comes in on her dragon, saves the day, burns everyone down, but Night King kills one of the dragons. John is still on the ground fighting, telling them, like, go, leave, I'm good, I'll stay here. No, John, you're not fucking good. You're brave and you're tough, but you're being a fucking idiot right now. Get on the fucking dragon. Dany leaves him behind, he falls into the water, he comes back under the water, Uncle Benjen saves him, then Uncle Benjen dies. John goes back to Winterfell and he's fine. He's a little hurt, but he's fine. And then the episode after that is the last and final episode of the season where every single person, Tyrion, Cersei, Jon, Dany, every single person who hates each other goes to the dragon pit to talk. They need help to fight the undead army. The undead army is the real issue here. While you're in awe of the fact that all of this is 7 years coming, every single person meeting each other, you are just looking at Cersei and she's just being a bitch the whole time. She's an unstable, unreasonable, unreliable cunt. But after arguing for a while and also them showing Cersei what the White Walker is, she realizes, like, oh shit, you know, these people are actually telling the truth. I might want to help them. Then she agrees, like, yeah, sure, I'll help you out. That's fine. Jon has to remain in the north and not take up arms or anything like that. And Jon, who really just needs to learn to fucking lie, tells her, like, no, I've already bent my knee to Dany and I just can't do that. Well, we got nothing left to discuss. Fuck you, good luck. After Jon really fucks up the whole situation, Tyrion goes to talk to Cersei. And really the scene is to show that Tyrion knows Cersei is pregnant. The scene directly after he says, you're pregnant, she comes in and says, I'm not going to retreat my forces, but I will lend them to you to take care of the problem. What the fuck was said? We have no idea what was said at that moment. Tyrion must have made a deal because she was ready to say, fuck you, good luck, not my problem. But right after that, Cersei comes back after talking with Tyrion. What the fuck was said? Everything after that is really just half an hour of setup for the last season. Theon says he's gonna go save Yara, and then they beat the shit out of him, and then they kick him in the nuts. He grins like an asshole, because he ain't got no dick. And then we learn that Jon is a Targaryen, and then at the same moment, he's banging Daenerys, who's also Targaryen, so it's like he's banging his aunt or his sister. It's really fucking weird. So Jaime and Cersei are talking, and then she basically says how she's not actually gonna help the North. She's actually gonna fuck them over. Jaime says, like, dude, what is wrong with you? We have enemies on all sides. There is no way in which this turns out good for us if we don't help them. If the North kills the White Walkers, then the North comes back to us and we all die. If the dead kills the North, the dead will come to us and we all die. There is no way to get out of this without them dying. But since she's an unreasonable cunt, she decides to fuck him over. So Jaime then leaves. He's just like, you know what, fine. And he sees Jon's boat in the harbor, and I think he's stowed away. I think he's on that boat. So then we see the Night King come in on the dragon and just tear shit the wall. That dragon breathes that fire, and that wall just comes crumbling down, and the dead starts marching through, and that's the last we see. We haven't seen anything for 2 years, and holy shit, I cannot wait for season 8. What do you think of my video? Do you like my video? Do you hate my video? Either way, I don't care, and either way, let me know in the comments below, y'all. Y'all got floored. YouTube, you know what I update regularly? Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Go on there, type in FlorkertaTV, boom, you got me. What should I review next? Game, movie, or show? Let me know in the comments below. Y'all got floored.